Hi everyone, my name is Eric Remlinger. I'm a first year MBA student at the Ross School of Business. Welcome to my map blog. Over the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to do my best to detail what MAP is all about through our project and hopefully give you a good sense of what students here in Michigan go through, especially with the team process and working with the organization and ultimately delivering the final product. Our project in particular is with what is called the Inter-American Development Bank. This is a bank or a lending institution that deals primarily with social causes. So in this case, they are a lender, a donor for what are called Sports for Development programs. In this case, we're looking at a Sports for Development program called Aganar. Sports for Development programs are very unique and fairly new programs. Essentially what they try to do is use sport as a tool to further other causes among mainly youth. So in this case, we're going to be looking primarily at sites in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Ecuador, and Uruguay. So we want to try to figure out not only the gist of these programs, since they're fairly new, but the specific aim of our project is to measure or to figure out ways to best measure the results of these programs, since they are so unique and social programs in general are very difficult to measure overall. So in completing our work and trying to go about this in the most efficient and effective way possible, we're in the initial planning stages. We're trying to figure out, who's going to do what our roles are going to be, and ultimately how we're going to get the project together. This is one of the more crucial aspects of the project, but also one of the more difficult aspects of the project, simply because you're going into a project knowing that you only have 7 weeks to complete it, and you really have to get on the same page fast. Fortunately, I think we have a really good team. In addition to myself, we have 4 other first-year MBA students. Dave Joya comes from a finance and banking background, which will certainly help us out. Kevin Shaw, coming from an education and economics background. Richard Neely, who was once a lawyer but is now in business school. And Galo Peric, whose background is in finance but was also an accounting major in college. So for these next couple of weeks before we actually depart to go to Brazil, we'll be going there in a couple of weeks, we really have to figure out what we want to do. And that to me is going to be the essence of MAP and what is most important in order to attack the problem and come up with a viable solution for the sponsor so that they can be happy with what we've produced. And I think ultimately, we're all in this together. We all are expecting a good product. And I think, once we ultimately decide on that project plan, we'll be well set to not only go to Brazil and learn more about the project, but also be ready to form better recommendations. So that's where we are right now. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.